Enclosure and discovery. The message arrived without warning. Every screen on Earth, from personal devices to massive billboards, flickered simultaneously, displaying the same image: a being with mottled green skin, 3 pairs of eyes arranged vertically, and what appeared to be crystalline structures protruding from its skull. In the United Earth Defense Command Center, General Olivia Santos watched with intense focus, her weathered face betraying no emotion despite the rapid beating of her heart. Around her, officers and technicians froze at their stations, some with mouths agape, others eerily silent. Humans of Earth, the alien spoke in flawless, unaccented English. "I am High Speaker Xolan of the Galactic Council. Our Federation of 36 advanced civilizations has monitored your development for centuries." The alien's voice carried a melodic quality that seemed almost hypnotic. General Santos gestured to Communications Chief Dr. Maya Chen, who immediately began running analysis algorithms on the transmission. "The Council has determined that your species' technological advancement rate has become unacceptably dangerous," continued High Speaker Xolan. "Your quantum computing research, artificial intelligence development, and recent breakthroughs in dimensional physics pose a significant threat to galactic stability." Screens displayed images of Earth's most advanced research facilities, including several that were supposed to be top secret. Behind the general, Lieutenant Ravi Kumar, head of counterintelligence, was already typing furiously, trying to determine how these secure locations had been compromised. "You have 96 Earth hours to surrender all research in these fields and dismantle associated facilities. Compliance will result in your world being granted observer status in the Council. Refusal will result in containment measures." The alien's multiple eyes blinked in unsettling unison. "We await your response." The screens returned to their previous displays, leaving a stunned silence across the planet. General Santos turned to her staff. "Get me the Secretary General. Now." Within 30 minutes, Santos sat in a secure virtual meeting with Earth's Leadership Council. 52 individuals representing every region and major power on the unified planet. "They're afraid of us," Dr. Ibrahim Al-Farsi, Earth's leading quantum physicist, stated bluntly after reviewing the message. "Our unified field theory breakthrough last month must have triggered this response. We're approaching technological parity with them far faster than they anticipated." Secretary General Amara Okafor, her face showing the strain of leadership, addressed the gathering. "Dr. Al-Farsi, if we were to comply, what would the consequences be for human advancement?" "Catastrophic regression, Madam Secretary. We would effectively surrender our technological independence and future. Earth would become permanently subservient to their established order." General Santos spoke next. "This isn't just about technology. It's about sovereignty. They're demanding we halt progress and bend to their will. This isn't diplomacy. It's imperialism dressed as benevolence." For hours, Earth's leaders debated their options, with some arguing for partial compliance to buy time, others suggesting immediate military preparation. As the discussion wound down, Secretary General Okafor called for a final vote. The decision was overwhelming. Earth would refuse the Council's demands. 3 days later, Secretary General Okafor stood before the unified Earth flag, her message broadcast to every corner of the globe and beamed directly to the coordinates provided by the Galactic Council. "To High Speaker Xolan and the Galactic Council, humanity acknowledges your concerns but cannot accept your terms. Earth has overcome division, war, and environmental catastrophe to build a unified, peaceful civilization. Our technological progress is the result of human ingenuity and determination, qualities we will not abandon under threat." She paused, her voice growing stronger. "Earth respectfully declines the Council's demands. We remain open to genuine diplomatic relations based on mutual respect, but we will not surrender our sovereign right to scientific advancement. Earth stands united in this decision." Precisely 96 hours after the initial contact, Earth's long-range sensors detected unusual energy signatures at the edge of the solar system. Vast sheets of translucent energy began forming, connecting like puzzle pieces to create a spherical barrier. In the Defense Command Center, General Santos watched the live feed as Lieutenant Kumar provided analysis. The barrier is enclosing the entire solar system, General. Nothing gets in or out. Communications, probes, ships, all blocked or destroyed on contact. Dr. Chen, who had been monitoring the barrier's formation, suddenly straightened in her chair. General, there's something odd about the energy pattern. It's fluctuating. Explain, Santos demanded. The barrier isn't uniform. There are microscopic variations in its quantum structure, almost like imperfections. For the first time since the crisis began, General Santos allowed herself a small smile. Find me those imperfections, Dr. Chen. Map them, understand them. Over the next 3 months, Earth faced the reality of cosmic isolation. Some despaired, believing humanity was now permanently caged. Others worked tirelessly to understand the barrier. Dr. Chen barely left her laboratory during this time. Sleep-deprived and surviving on caffeine, she meticulously analyzed every scrap of data from the barrier. Late one night, while everyone else had gone home, she noticed something no one else had, a pattern in the imperfections. They're not random. She whispered to herself, excitement building. They're cyclical. By morning, she stood in General Santos' office, presenting her findings. The barrier has weak points, General. They appear and disappear in a predictable pattern. They're small, perhaps only large enough for a specialized vessel, but they're there. How certain are you? Santos asked. 97% confident. These weak points are real, and I can predict them. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Kumar had been running his own investigation. Reviewing centuries of astronomical data, he discovered something troubling. Evidence of cloaked alien vessels near Earth's major research institutions dating back hundreds of years, often preceding major scientific breakthroughs. They've been here all along, Kumar explained, showing Santos and Chen his findings. Monitoring us, studying us, and I believe, stealing from us. Stealing what? Santos asked. Our ideas, General. Our creativity. They take our early research, develop it with their advanced technology, then present it as their own innovation. Dr. Chen's eyes widened. That's why they're containing us now. Not because we're dangerous, but because we're innovative. More innovative than they are. General Santos stood, determination hardening her features. Then let's prove them right. Dr. Chen, I want ships designed to exploit those barrier weaknesses. Lieutenant Kumar, compile everything you found, every instance of their espionage. We're going to need it. Within 6 months, Project Sunspear was born, a daring plan to break through the barrier and expose the Council's deception to the galaxy. In a hidden facility beneath the Antarctic ice, 6 specialized vessels were constructed, each barely large enough for 2 crew members, designed with Earth's most advanced stealth technology. Commander Elena Vasquez, Earth's most decorated pilot, was selected to lead the mission. As she inspected the sleek, matte black ships, General Santos approached. These vessels represent humanity's refusal to be caged, Santos said. Each is equipped with quantum communication modules designed to override and replace Galactic Council networks. Your mission isn't destruction, Commander. It's revelation. Vasquez nodded. We'll show the galaxy what their precious council has been doing. The next barrier weakness appears in 14 hours, Dr. Chen said, joining them. You'll have approximately 38 seconds to pass through before it closes. As the 6 ships were prepared for launch, Lieutenant Kumar provided last-minute intelligence. We've identified the Council's central communications hub. All information between Council worlds passes through this station. Replace their systems with ours, and you can broadcast the truth to the entire galaxy. Commander Vasquez climbed into her vessel, determination coursing through her veins. As the launch countdown began, General Santos's voice came through her headset. Humanity was never meant to be contained, Commander. Go show them why. Breakthrough and revelation. The 6 Sunspear vessels accelerated silently toward the outer reaches of the solar system, their hulls absorbing rather than reflecting light, making them nearly invisible against the void of space. Commander Elena Vasquez led the formation, her vessel, Sunspear Alpha, slightly ahead of the others. Status check. She called through the secure quantum channel. Sunspear Beta, all systems nominal, responded Lieutenant Amir Shah. Sunspear Gamma, ready, came the voice of Captain Jin Park. The remaining 3 vessels reported similar readiness as they approached the coordinates Dr. Chen had calculated. To the naked eye, the barrier was barely visible, a slight distortion in the star field, like heat rising from desert sand. Weak point predicted in 47 seconds, Dr. Chen's voice announced from Earth Control. Prepare for transit. Vasquez activated her ship's specialized quantum resonance field. All vessels activate QR fields and form tight formation. We go through together or not at all. The 6 ships aligned perfectly, their specialized hulls beginning to vibrate at a frequency designed to exploit the barrier's weakness. 15 seconds. Chen counted down. 10, 5. Barrier weakness detected. Now. Vasquez pushed her ship forward at maximum acceleration. For one heart-stopping moment, resistance enveloped the vessel, like pushing through thick syrup. Warning indicators flashed across her console as the ship's structure strained against the barrier. Then suddenly, they were through. All 6 vessels had successfully penetrated the barrier that had imprisoned humanity for months. They were the first humans to leave the solar system since Earth's containment. Transition complete, Vasquez reported. All vessels check in. One by one, the Sunspear crews confirmed successful passage. There was no time for celebration. They immediately activated their advanced stealth systems and began the 4-day journey to the Galactic Council's central communications hub. When they arrived, the hub proved more imposing than intelligence had suggested. A massive ring structure nearly 1,000 kilometers in diameter, with constant traffic flowing in and out. Thousands of communication beams connected it to worlds across the galaxy. Impressive, Lieutenant Shah whispered over the comm. Remember the plan, Vasquez replied. We insert during shift change when security protocols briefly reset. They waited in the shadow of a small moon, observing the hub's operations for 17 hours before identifying the perfect moment. A large transport vessel approaching one of the secondary docking bays. This is our window, Vasquez announced. All vessels, execute insertion sequence. The 6 Earth ships silently fell in behind the transport, using its massive energy signature to mask their own approach. As the transport docked, the Sunspear vessels broke formation, each targeting a different access point around the hub's circumference. Vasquez maneuvered Sunspear Alpha to a maintenance hatch, engaging magnetic locks to secure her position. She donned her specialized exosuit and checked the small pack containing Earth's most advanced technology, quantum computers designed to override and replace the hub's central systems. Beginning insertion, she reported, opening her airlock and slipping into the hub through the maintenance tunnel. Inside, the station was a marvel of alien engineering, sweeping corridors lined with technology beyond human understanding. Yet Vasquez noted something curious. Elements of the design seemed strangely familiar, echoing theoretical concepts she'd seen in Earth's research facilities. Moving silently through service passages, she avoided the few alien technicians on duty. The hub was largely automated, making her progress easier than expected. When she reached the primary communication nexus, a vast chamber filled with pulsing light patterns, she placed the first quantum override device against the central console. Primary location secured, she whispered into her comm. One by one, the other team members reported similar success at their assigned positions. Captain Park, who had brought Earth's communication specialist, Dr. Layla Ndiaye, with him, prepared for the broadcast. All devices in position, Vasquez confirmed. Dr. Ndiaye, you may begin the override. From his position at the secondary relay station, Dr. Ndiaye activated the quantum computers. Immediately, they began integrating with the hub's systems, quietly replacing Council protocols with Earth's version. Override progressing, Ndiaye reported. 50%, 70%. We have control. Across the galaxy, on 36 Council worlds and hundreds of colonies, regular communications suddenly paused. Screens everywhere displayed the evidence Lieutenant Kumar had compiled. Council ships secretly monitoring Earth, stealing human technologies, and recordings of Council leaders planning Earth's isolation. The revelation spread instantly to trillions of beings across the galaxy. The truth was undeniable. The Council had been lying not just to humans, but to all civilizations under their influence. On the hub, alarms began to sound as Council technicians realized their systems had been compromised. Security forces mobilized. But too late, the broadcast was already reaching the furthest corners of Council space. Mission accomplished. Vasquez ordered. All teams, return to your vessels immediately. As the Sunspear teams retreated to their ships, chaos erupted throughout the hub. Some alien staff, having seen the evidence themselves, made no move to stop the humans. Others, loyal to the Council, attempted to pursue them. All 6 Earth vessels successfully disengaged from the hub and activated their stealth systems, disappearing into the void before a proper response could be organized. Return to Earth, Vasquez commanded. We've lit the flame. Now let's see how far it spreads. The effects of humanity's revelation cascaded across the galaxy with astonishing speed. Within days, protests erupted on multiple Council worlds as citizens demanded explanations from their leaders. Several Council species, particularly those who had more recently joined the galactic community, openly questioned the containment of Earth. By the time the Sunspear vessels approached the solar system barrier 2 weeks later, the cosmic political landscape had transformed. 3 Council members had already publicly denounced Earth's containment and withdrawn from the Council in protest. As the Earth ships prepared to transit back through a predicted weak point, they received an unexpected message, not from Earth, but from a coalition of ships waiting just outside the barrier. Vessels of Earth, came the transmission in carefully translated English. We represent worlds that reject the Council's deception. We offer assistance in dismantling the barrier that imprisons your people. Indeed, when the Sunspear fleet returned through the weak point, they discovered that sections of the barrier were already failing as former Council ships used their technology to attack it from outside. Back on Earth, General Santos greeted Commander Vasquez with a rare smile. You've done more than break us out of our cage, Commander. You've sparked a revolution. Secretary General Okafor addressed the planet that evening. People of Earth, today marks a new chapter in human history. The barrier that enclosed us is failing, and we have found allies among the stars. The Galactic Council's attempt to contain humanity has instead revealed the true power of the human spirit. Not our technology, but our unwillingness to accept imprisonment, our determination to uncover truth, and our ability to inspire others to stand against injustice. Within a month, the barrier had collapsed entirely. Ships from a dozen former Council worlds arrived in Earth orbit, offering alliance and exchange of knowledge. The Galactic Council, its authority severely undermined, could only watch as humanity established itself as a new power in the galaxy. In her private office, General Santos reviewed reports of these developments with Dr. Chen and Lieutenant Kumar. The Council thought isolation would weaken us, Kumar observed. Instead, it forced us to become more resourceful, more determined, and more dangerous, Chen added with a slight smile. Santos nodded, looking at a holographic display showing Earth ships now freely traveling beyond their solar system. The Council's ultimatum failed because they fundamentally misunderstood humanity. They thought we would surrender when threatened, break when isolated, and submit when overpowered. She turned to face her colleagues, her expression reflecting the indomitable spirit that had carried humanity through its darkest hours. Instead, we did what humans have always done when backed into a corner. We fought back.